It's Casey, and today, you probably all think I'm crazy, and I know today this video may seem a little bit cheesy, but who cares? You guys are probably all wondering, like, what are you talking about? Like, you probably always saw this title, and yeah, my house is definitely haunted in the weirdness area. So basically, pretty much all these stories take place in my dad's room, which is across the hall from mine, which is kind of creepy. But I have a really small house, so. Anyways, um, every time I go in there, something might happen. So usually, like sometimes it won't happen, but most of the time I go in there, some paranormal things happen. I bet everyone who's watching this is like, what's going on? What do you mean? Paranormal. And I'm like, I mean paranormal, you guys. So, I'm gonna start with the not that scary to like the really scary ones. So, the first one is, it's scary. So, I'm gonna tell you all the ones about my dad's room. So, I am like, this always happens. So, I feel like somebody's always coming in. Like, they're not really, but it's weird. It's weird. So basically, my dad's door is like hard to open. Like, it's really twisted to be able to open it. But when it's closed, like it is clamped, it is closed. Sometimes it will just be like it will like reclose, and then the door will slowly like undo that, and then it will just slowly open. And I don't really think too much about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like there's a ghost. He was like opening the door and like looking through, like nobody is there. Nobody's at the door. Nobody's at the door. Who's at the door? They just like close and open it, but they never like close it back. But I'm pretty sure that if they did close it back, then that would just really scare me. So yeah, that was kind of creepy. It happens a lot, so I feel like somebody's like there's either a ghost or maybe it's just weird. Like it's the door's hard to open, so why would it open to air and not like somebody personally twisting the knob? And the weird thing is, the knob doesn't turn and open. It just opens with the knob not even turning. It's weird. I'm like, bruh. And this started happening about a month ago. Probably, yeah, a month ago or 2 months. About 2 months ago. Yeah, and so another paranormal experience I've had. Um, wait, there's like two. Is there two? Yeah, there's one. That one. That one. What was? I don't think there's another one. Yeah, there was another one. So basically, this one is really creepy, and then the next one is a lot creepier. So basically, my dad's bed is like right here, and then like the wall's just right here. So I'll just sit like in there, and I'll be watching YouTube. So I'm usually watching popular MMOs, and this only happened to me once, and I pray to God that this never happens again, because it was the creepiest thing. It was a few weeks ago, not a few months, probably a month ago, somewhere in that area. And I was sitting there watching. I'm about to sneeze, you guys. I've been sneezing a lot lately. And anyways, I was sitting there, and like my dad's closet is those like two sliding doors that you can like slide open and stuff. And I'm pretty sure you guys know that. Didn't I show you them before? I don't know if I have, but I couldn't show you them in a little bit. And they were like, all of a sudden they start to move slowly, and I'm like, I'm scared, but not that scared. And all of a sudden they just start slamming. Like they just both like start slamming themselves. Like they're slamming so fast, like so fast. And at that moment, my heart, it just like I'm just like, and my heart just, I feel it in my throat. Like I cannot breathe because it's clogging. Like it's basically clogging, not clogging, but like, my heart's like in my throat. It's just, I am freaked out. and I was about to cry. And this is where it's so weird because so my sister walks in and she's just walking in, and right when she twists the knob of the door and opens it, the slamming just like it just stops. It just stops. And I'm like probably like about to cry at that moment. I was like about to start bawling. Oh. So anyways, no, yeah, I can go show you the door actually. No, yeah. And see, it's like, it's this one that slides. I feel like I should tell my story in the. So this is basically the most haunted room in my house. That's why I like to call it. Because there's another story that's really creepy about this place in this room. Okay, so bruh. I guess I just have to tell it away. So basically, it was over in this area. Let me tell you. So it was a few nights ago when my friend Hannah was here, and she can probably in my like one of my next videos I see her, then I could probably get her to tell you guys what happened. She sort of knows what happens. But anyways, so that same night we're about to watch The Conjuring 2, which it doesn't really work that night because like we don't end up watching it because it's not working, like it keeps pausing and stuff, like, and it wasn't even on a disc, like it was something that we downloaded on our Xbox. And we try to keep watching, like it won't work. Like for 2 hours, my dad tries to be able to watch it, and it's just. So, anyways, before that happened, me and Hannah are just like standing in my room for some reason, and like my door is open and my dad's door is open, and like across the hall, like it's like right across the hall, and Savannah's standing in my dad's doorway, just like doing something. I don't remember. I don't even know if she was doing anything at all, but she was just standing there casually. And I, like, at that moment, like, I cannot wait to tell you what happens, but at that moment, my heart drops. My mouth is hanging open, like, I'm like, my eyes are like, it just open, like, I'm just like staring for a solid minute. Probably like a solid minute. And like, so, and Hannah's like trying to cure me, like try to get me to feel better, but basically, like she's shaking, but basically, the reason that I did that is because behind my sister there was this dark shadowed figure, but it wasn't like an actual like shadow in the wall. It wasn't her shadow. Like she wasn't moving, so it couldn't have been her. But this thing was like moving. It was actually moving. And its arm, it looked like a star, like in the shape of a star, like its legs were spread out, its arms were spread out, and it looked like a star. And it was like tall, black, shadowed figure. And it was 3D, so it was basically there. It was there. And it was standing behind her, looking like a freaking star. Where's the door? Just open. Oh my god, that's really making me. I feel like the ghost doesn't want me to tell this story. Yeah, my house is definitely haunted. So, anyways, the dark figure is there, and I am just like, right away, I start thinking about it. Like, I know this is real. Like, that was a legit ghost. And then, like, all of a sudden, right when, like I blink a few times and it's still there, but like all of a sudden when I turn to Hannah and I turn back, it just vanishes. So I'm like, and then I look back and it's not there. It's just not there. And they didn't get to see it, so I was about to cry that night. I was like, Savannah, there was something I didn't tell Savannah, but I told Hannah. And I was just freaked out that this happened, you guys. So my house is definitely haunted. So anyways, that was basically it for this video. Tell me if something so those are basically the most paranormal experiences that have been happening to me. There's actually one more, and it happened in my room. I'm gonna tell you. It's just really quick. Do you know that feeling that you get when somebody's like watching you? Like you see someone literally like just watching, and they know what you're doing. And there was no one in the room with me. Like I have a very small room, and like I can tell if someone like like you don't feel like you don't like that feeling. You know somebody's you can sense it, and there's somebody there. And I felt like there was a ghost hovering over me for a second. Like I'm just like looking around. I'm like, what is? Because I feel like somebody's literally watching me, and I get this cold breeze around like